Lori here today with my candle empties. For the last couple of weeks, I do have quite a few of them here to share with you. I have a couple of body care empties, not that many. It's mainly candles. So I am filming this on Saturday, and we have the big U of M Ohio State going on, and everybody in my household is watching and going crazy. I was taking a little bit of a break because it was getting like a nail biter, so yeah, I get really nervous. Anyway, so we have a few people over, and for my son has a few people over, and so they could be yelling and screaming. Sporting events, you know, are always happening on the weekends. I'm filming this on the weekend, so anyway, that's what's going on over here. If you hear background noise, that could be it. And of course, our parrot, which I've talked about a few times, his buddy, which is my youngest son, is at work today, and so we call it babysitting, and we're babysitting the parrot, and he can be loud. He's in the other room, so you know, just bear with me as we get through some of the disturbances of everyday life here. So before we jump into all of the candle empties that are covering my entire desk right now, I want to welcome you if you're new to the channel. I hope you decide to stick around and subscribe down below. And I want to welcome you back if you're a returning visitor or subscriber. I'm so glad to have you as a part of this channel. Okay, so I literally think I have one body care. It's really just a hand soap. So we probably will have, I don't know, 1 or 2 next week, but that's typically, we go through 1 a week. If you're new to the channel, I usually go through 1 hand soap a week. This is vampire blood that we, of course, had to do for Halloween. It's a favorite here. Red berries, night blooming jasmine, and petrifying plum. Love this scent. It's great. I will pick it up year after year. It's a very nice, like, dark berry scent. I don't get any floral in there. So if you're worried about that and would rather have, like, a nice juicy berry scent, pick that one up. Okay, so we'll start with, I guess, the smallest candle. It's a tiny one. This is Kringle Candle. This is, somebody reminded me they're the daylights, so thank you very much. And I'm like, I was calling them single-use candles. I mean, technically these last a long time. I mean, they do burn for a long time. This was hot chocolate, and it burned itself all the way down, put itself out. This is so strong. I will be getting a larger size in this for sure. When I place another Kringle order, I'm not sure, you know, it all depends on sales and my inventory and stock of candles, which is always quite large. But anyway, I ordered the wax melts in this, so I'm interested to see how the wax melts do, but this was great. I ordered this last year and it did fabulous. Okay, so then I went through a few single wicks. I do burn them in the office here when I'm working. And then we had some guests over for the holiday, you know, for Thanksgiving. And so we had candles. I had candles going in the bathrooms for Thanksgiving when we had relatives over. So it was kind of nice. But I went through some of these, I want to say, well, this is the last couple of weeks. So these are what I have been burning the last couple of weeks. I just had this one pistachio ice cream. I do have 2 more. But originally I was ordering them just singly. And now I've decided to do them in pairs. They don't really throw very much at all. And even with a pair of them, they really don't throw that much. They're more of an ambiance type of a thing. I do like a burning candle, just kind of a comforting kind of a sight. And I melt wax anyway, so I don't really need my, you know, especially 1 wicks to be super, super strong. I tend to get these when they're on a really good sale. So, I mean, $5.95 or less, or I do redeem my rewards for these. Because I have so much body care at this point, I'm like, you know what? I'll just redeem them for the candles. So this is pistachio ice cream. A lot of people were disappointed this didn't come out in the 3-wick. It might be. I thought I saw something on a candle day list. You know, those are all, I mean, there's speculation to a point. You know, I don't know if it's the same scent or not, but this was nice. I actually think this was more, it could be body care, honestly. Yeah, it was like, it smelled almost like a pistachio lotion. Like you got, you know, like you get the Bath and Body Works lotions or hand creams or whatever. That's almost what this reminded me of. So I don't know that I would say this is really gourmand, which I thought it was going to be with that name. It was more like something that you would wear. Not really perfumey, but just very like soft and body care-esque. I don't know. So it burned pretty well, you can see. I mean, these do pretty well for me. I never cotton ball them. I trim the wicks if they get a mushroom top, and that's it. They burn a long time, I will say. Sometimes they surprise me. I'm like, it's not putting itself out. I don't know. All right, so that was the summer, I think I got that one. These are from this fall, And these are sweet as a snickerdoodle. I did 2 of these. This is pumpkin snickerdoodle, and I did want to use these because the season's coming to an end. Now you can see you get some schmutziness around the jar, definitely. And it has a little bit more wax than I'm loving, but it kind of like, I don't know, it burned. It will not relight. I don't know. It burned to the end, but I just don't like the residue. I could clean it out and use it in a wax warmer. I totally could, but that's fine at this point. So there we have that. This is the second jar. Same amount really between the two. This is nice. I do like the scent. I do believe I had it in a 3-wick. I don't know. I've had it before. I think I did burn through one of these this year. Definitely like the scent and would get it again. So this next one I have 2 of. I did order 2 more as rewards. So I did get these free, the next 2 for free with my rewards. I did buy 6 candles when they had the buy 3, get 3, and then the 20% off, in addition to it. It was like, $5.99 shipping and the 20% off. I think the candles were like $10.20 or something like that. Not a bad price. I was willing to do that. I wanted to get some of the older candles that I wanted to have a duplicate of, because I didn't know if they would be around for Candle Day. So you'll see that. I'll do like a mini haul when I get it. I'll probably get it sometime this week, and then we'll be up and ready for Candle Day. I have blueberry maple pancakes. I did not like this in the 3-wick last year, but I will say in the single wick, I can smell it. Let's say that. It's probably the strongest single wick that I have. And I liked it. It wasn't super overpowering on the maple, which I thought that the blueberry maple pancakes last year was. That just blew us out of the house. It just lingered. I mean, it was crazy strong, the one that I had last year. I think there were some batch variations, and it was crazy strong. Now, these are nice. I would say these are probably like a 5 or a 6. And for a single wick, I mean, obviously there are 2 of them, but I could even smell it in my open concept. So that's why I ordered a couple more, because I thought, well, these are good. These are nice. And I could burn these at any time of the year. I definitely get, it smells like blueberry pancakes, waffles, whatever, with a hint of maple syrup. That's what I would say this smells like, and it's nice. So this was way more pleasant than the 3-wick. I don't know if it comes out next year, or I'll say this, if they have it at Candle Day and I can pick it up in one of the stores or online for Candle Day prices, I might get 1 3-wick and see how that does this year's version. So we'll see, because you guys know I love blueberry scents, but that one last year was not good. So I guess we'll go with the next, I don't know, largest. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. This was Mainstays. They have these at Walmart. They're probably going up in price, but around the $3.50 range, we'll say that. So this was hazelnut cream, and it's 11.5 ounces. So they're a little bit smaller than your typical, but I mean, look at that. I mean, it goes all the way to the bottom. These are some of the Walmart candles are the ones that I'm like, they're never going to put themselves out. They just keep going and going and going. The throw is very light on these. So I would say if you want candles that you don't have to babysit, you don't have to cotton ball, you don't have to trim wick. I don't think I've ever trimmed a wick on these. I don't think so. And that you can let it go for 3-4 hours and not worry about it. I mean, you have to watch it. Obviously, you're not going to burn your house down. But I mean, you don't have to worry constantly that you're going to have to do something with a candle to make it perform correctly. And these would also go really good in a smaller size room, like an office, a bedroom, smaller like kitchen area or living room, whatever. If you have an apartment and don't want to be blown out of the apartment, I think this would be good. And for the price, for $3.50, I mean, they don't make the cutest gifts for sure, but if you just want something, little ambiance candle, these are perfect. I have more. I definitely do. There are a few scents that we really enjoy. That one was a little light for me. I probably wouldn't need to get that one again, but we tried it and glad we gave it a try. All right, so let's move into the Bath & Body Works candles. And I took the lid off this because this was somewhat cute lid from last year. I do tend to save my cute lids, especially with the fishy lid thing that was going on with Bath & Body Works. Fingers crossed that's fixed. And we won't have that, but one never knows. And so I save my lids anyway. If they're super cute, I just save them. We have Mary Cookie from last year in the cute luminary packaging. Love this. Very, very nice. Scent notes say fresh baked cookies, sparkling sugar crystals, and rich vanilla. I did already buy another one for this year, and I'll probably get two. That way I have one this year and I put one away for next year in case it doesn't come back. That's what I typically like to do. So we'll put that one aside. This one was one that I carried over from last year, had half of it left. So to be fair, there were a couple in here that were partially used last year, and now that we're in the season that's more, for me being a seasonal melter and burner, it's more seasonally appropriate for me. So I went ahead and used this one. So it got pretty much all the way down to the bottom. So it's the crushed candy cane. It says crunchy peppermint, white sugar crystals, frosted mint leaf. I really like this one. I think this is great. I already have one. We did pick up in the test store haul when we went to Ohio. I did pick up one because I loved the bear, the polar bear on the packaging. And so I might get another one. That's such a cute packaging. Oh, it's just great. So if they have it for Candle Day, if they have them left, I'm sure we're going to store hop. Drag my poor husband around. But anyway, we will do that. I will probably pick up at least one more that way if I want to burn one more this year or put it in a crock, and then I can have it for next year. I'm pretty certain this will come back, but one never knows. Okay, so, oh my gosh, they're going to avalanche, especially without the lid on that one. All right, let's talk about this one. You guys, I can't get through this candle. I want to. I am waving the white flag on this, and I'm just giving up. So my lids get all yucky sometimes. But anyway, so this is Fireside from last year. I have been dreading burning this candle. I don't know what I was thinking, but I should have taken it back last year. And I didn't, and I kind of thought, you know what, maybe I'll be in the mood and I'll just keep it and blah, blah, blah. And I just never was. So I got through probably half of it, maybe a little bit more than half, and I'm just calling it. I can't do it. It's too smoky for me. This is smoked cedar, fresh clove bud, and warm embers. I don't really love smoky scents. I did not figure that out really until I started melting vendor wax, and it just doesn't work with my nose for some reason. So I'm calling it. I'm just going to have to call that one and just not finish it, which there are very few candles that I do that with, but yeah. Oh, there's another Homeworks one that I just don't know how we're going to get through, but anyway, we'll talk about it if we ever get to it. This next one is sugared snickerdoodle. You can see, I mean, look at the residue on this one, but that's okay. I mean, you know, here we are. This is last year's packaging. We have warm spices, creamy vanilla, and sugared musk. This is stronger, I would say, than Merry Cookies. So if you're looking for a vanilla type cookie scent, I don't get spices in this. I wouldn't worry about that. I mean, I know typically snickerdoodles have cinnamon, but this is not heavy duty cinnamon. This is really good. I do believe I had two cotton balls, actually both of them. I mean, just assume with Bath and Body Works that I am cotton balling them because I typically do. But anyway, I really liked this. I think I have one that I picked up for this year. We'll see. You know, that's another one that I typically get to a year and save one for the following year. So probably the same thing. All right, we finished this one. This is the Perfect Autumn. And this was I was on the struggle bus with this one too, I will tell you. But I mean, look at that. It's so weird how it burned. This was last year's packaging. This is fresh cranberry, spiced pumpkin, crisp apple, and rich clove. This is it's their typical cranberry scent, which I just don't love. It smells like body care to me. So they smell like that in all of their cranberry candles for some reason. It's not rich, juicy, deep cranberry. It's just like a body care cranberry. I don't love it. So again, I was on the struggle bus, but we melted through it. I won't be purchasing any more of those. All right, so, is that all? I have some that I did in the crock. Should I just do those just to stay with the candles from Bath and Body Works? Okay, so this one is not at all what it says. And I put a note so I would remember. So I had chopped up a candle last year, fully anticipating that I would melt it, and I never did. And then I thought, why don't I just stick it back in an empty jar and put it in the crock? Because this candle burns atrociously, And so I probably won't burn any more of them. I will probably put them in my crock. I have at least 2, maybe 3 of them left from last year. So this is Mary Madeline cookie. I put it in my pumpkin donut shop candle just holder. So basically when I was done with the candle, burned it all the way down, put it in the freezer, and then I was able to pop out the wax and then just put my wax chunks in here, and then it melted down. So I melted through this Mary Madeline cookie, and I love this scent. I did it in this office. It smelled amazing all week long. It's a nice, like, glazed orange, I don't know, shortbread cookie type of a scent. Fabulous. And it does way better. So I think I burned, did I burn 2 of them last year? I feel like I burned 2 last year, and they were a sooty, I mean, just a hot kerosene mess. The first couple burns are amazing, but I think all of the fragrance oils burn off, and then you're just left with this horrible kerosene scent. It's bad. So I would suggest, this would be my suggestion, chop it up for melts if you have any left over, and put them in your wax warmers. Put them under a lamp, candle lamp, whatever you want to call it, on a hot plate or in a crock. That's what I would do. But anyway, my suggestion. My gosh, my lids are so gross. I don't know what happens. So the next one is cookie and cream milkshake. This was Candle Day last year, and I melted this in my candle crock. This is amazing. And it's so funny because you can still smell it a little bit on the top. It's crazy, but I did definitely melt this in my crock for a week. And it is chocolate cookie crumbles, vanilla bean ice cream, and chocolate drizzle. I have several of these left over. We were going from store to store and grabbing certain candles. We were traveling. I told the story. So we were traveling and picking up candles as we went, and I'm glad I have quite a few. I believe there's one coming out for Candle Day this year. Is it like Brownie Sunday? I don't remember what it's called, but there is one coming out that everybody is comparing to this particular candle. So if you're kind of bummed you didn't grab the cookie and cream last year, there is a candle. Just check online, and if I can remember, I will put up a little note here to tell you which one it is. I wish I could remember now, but anyway, so pick that up if you're wondering. I don't know how it's gonna do, but it's worth a shot at Candle Day prices anyway. So the next one we have is mint chocolate chip milkshake. I did put this in my crock in my bedroom. I actually changed it out. I had another one. So this is 2 weeks of candles. And so we had a week in between of a different scent. I have another one going that I just put in this morning because I love this. I did grab quite a few of these. I think they were on sale for semi-annual sale, and was grabbing, I don't know, I got these for like, what were they, like $6-8? Something like that. So I just kept, every store we went to, I would grab a couple. I didn't want to clean them out. I don't like doing that, but I would grab a couple at each store. I can't smell anything actually, but it did last all week. This is fabulous. Vanilla mint ice cream, chunky chocolate chips, and whipped cream. So if they came out with this again or a similar scent, I would totally get it. It was great. We're still going. I think that's all the Bath and Body Works though. Okay. So I just finished this last night. This is a Walmart candle. They came out early fall. I mean, I want to say late summer this year. This says pumpkin spice and everything nice. Pumpkin, nutmeg, and cinnamon. I would say this is like pumpkin spice latte type of candle, like the pumpkin spice that you would use. It was so funny. It just never wanted to quit. So I kept saying to my husband, oh, yeah, that'll probably put itself out. There were a couple of times we had to leave for errands or whatever and had to put out the darn candle. I'm like, well, it's not going to light up again. It kept lighting up. So there's one you can see that kept going and going. It didn't want to give up. This was a nice scent. I could definitely smell it. I only got one of these. Wasn't sure how I would feel about pumpkin spice, if I needed a ton of it. But I would get another one next year, maybe. I mean, they are a good price point. They're $5 something. So they're pretty good price point, and they burn pretty well. So yeah, I would suggest trying the Walmart candles if you haven't already. I'm looking to see if they put out Christmas ones. Let me know if you see them in your store, if you've seen them so far, because I'm really interested. All right, I have a couple that were crocked. So this past week I did Sonoma candles in my 2 crocks. I have one in here and then one in our bedroom. I typically am melting, at least right now, mint scents in our bedroom. So this was the one that I chose for our bedroom. It's vanilla peppermint swirl from Sonoma or Kohls. peppermint, sweet cream, and vanilla. So I think this was a layered candle, but obviously when it melts, it all melted together. And sometimes I take the wicks out. Just depends on how hard it is to do it. Like, I'm not going to struggle and get wax everywhere. But yeah, so this was really good. So what I'd say about the Sonoma candles, though, is they probably last 5 days. I would say the first 3 days are really good. Like, you get really good scent quality going. It's like, wow, this smells super good. And then it really starts to fade. And by like day 5, it's like, is there a candle in the crock? I mean, you'll get whiffs of it, but it's like you have to search for it. I typically have wax that complements it going at the same time. So in my bedroom, we're melting, mint scented wax. And so, it kind of they help each other out. So if the wax is dying off, I have some mint in the background and vice versa. So I will get another one of these. I do have quite a bit of Kohls Cash. That is a story in itself. So I ordered one of those like mops that are a powered mop. So it like spins. That's really cool, from Bissell. And so it like mops and vacuums. I swept beforehand because we have dogs and a cat and everything. So I swept beforehand. I didn't want all of that in the dirty water, but it does, so it cleans your hardwood floors and spins, and it, makes it nice and shiny. It did a pretty good job, I will say. Well, I ordered one for Black Friday at the store closest to my house. Was super excited, was ready, in anticipation of having it pre-Thanksgiving when we had people over, trying to pick it up Monday so I could do it like Tuesday night, whatever. So Monday night, I get the cancellation notice that said, oh, sorry, we sold out. And I'm like, what? So, it was on a really good sale, but it was still an expensive item. So I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Well, the nice thing is that to apologize for it going out of stock, they said, keep the Kohls Cash. Well, it was $60 in Kohls Cash. I'm like, okay. So then I reordered it. So, because I had a few other things on that order. So then I reordered it at another store that was a little bit further away and got $45 of Kohls Cash. So I'm like, okay, so I now have, what is that, $105 of Kohls Cash. So I'll be picking up a couple of candles. I'm not spending all of that in, that would be funny, in candles, but I'll probably get a few, especially if they're on sale. I will definitely, long story long, I will probably pick up another one, maybe 2 of those. I don't have a lot of mint candles. I mean, I basically have, a few of these left. And I'm anticipating for the next, 4, 5 weeks. We'll see how long it goes. How long I'm on this mint kick. That I'm going to want to have the mint candles going in my bedroom. So anyway, we are getting some really nice snow right now. So welcome to Michigan, and it's snowing. All right, this next one is Sonoma Vanilla Almond Macaroon. It says lemon, almond, and vanilla. I didn't get lemon. I mean, really? It says lemon? I didn't notice lemon. I can't smell anything now. It was really, to me, it was like a coconut, if I could say it. I'm not from Wisconsin. Like, what's going on? Anyway, coconut shortbread, like a buttery shortbread cookie coming out in this. I didn't smell lemon at all. It was very nice and pleasant in this office. And I typically am melting some corresponding like bakery scents in here. It just matched up so good. And yeah, that one was lighter in terms of the strength and throw wasn't bad, but it didn't last very long. I would say 4 days. I probably got out of it, which was fine. I put it in on a Monday. So most of my work week, I had it going and it smelled good. All right, so we have 2 Homeworks candles and then we're done. Lots of candles, I'm telling you. I am a burning machine. You guys know, burn a lot of candles, melt a lot of wax. We went, where did we go? We just probably popped out to the grocery store to grab a couple of things, and we came back and I had my warmer still going. I put out the candles. If I can't see the candles, I put the candles out, but we came in and we pulled into the garage, shut the garage, and I was like, wow, like our whole garage smelled like wax. I was like, yep, I bet people can smell it if they walk up to the front door. but that's good. All right, so this is Homeworks Harvest Leaves. It's spiced pumpkin, mandarin, cranberry, full fir balsam, and applewood. This was a much better cranberry than the Bath and Body Works like body care. The wax got like kind of yucky, and it's a darker wax, so I really didn't notice it enough to like clean it. Sometimes I take a cotton ball and like clean some of the wax a little bit if there's a lot of that like soot in the wax pool, but this one I didn't really, because it's darker, I didn't really notice. This one lasted forever. His candles do. I mean, they last forever. This was nice. I will say this is a really nice cranberry. It's a nice fall scent. I don't have any more. I probably would get another one for next year. It was nice. I know a lot of people really like this one. Am I jumping up and down? No, but I tend to like bakery. I'm just a bakery girl. And so, yeah, I mean, it was pleasant. I enjoyed it, but I don't need tons of them. Like some people really stock up on certain scents. That wouldn't be one I would stock up on. But if you like cranberry and are looking for a nice, like, fall, not really like a lot of fir balsam or anything like that in it, it would be a good scent for you. This next one is coconut shortbread. I know a lot of people love this one. I love the packaging. They're just so pretty. Both of those were just gorgeous. Have them in my hurricane, which I do burn. I have that on my kitchen table. So this is fresh coconut milk, buttery shortbread, lemon zest, and vanilla. Now this one, in contrast to the other one, I can definitely smell lemon in this. This was fabulous as well. Again, I mean, these things burn and burn and burn. And you're just like, okay, well, it's never going to go out. So what I've started to do, I don't like blowing out my candles because I don't like the smoke. However, if I dip the wick, sometimes, when they get closer to the bottom, that glue comes off and then the wick clips move, and then I don't want to light them again because that's very, very dangerous when they move. So I've been kind of blowing them out towards the end and then just relight them. Like if we have to leave or go somewhere, whatever, I'm not leaving the candle going, so I'll just blow it out. I don't like putting the lid on. I know it says to do that. Sorry, just a thing. But anyway, so this burned all the way down. Did not have to cotton ball this. I don't have to babysit them. The only thing I do is if it has a mushroom top on it, I just break it off. I do have like little cuticle scissors that I use that for. Works perfect. Just go buy a cheap pair at a dollar store or something and use it for your candles and you'll be good to go. It's fabulous. These candles are so great. I had another order come in yesterday, and so I know my husband loves these, and yeah, I'm just impressed. They do really well for me. So I wouldn't say like it blows me out of the house, but it was nice. I could definitely smell it, and I don't know if I want to be blown out of the house by like a lemony coconut shortbread. It just was a nice, warm, comforting bakery scent, and yeah, I think I have one more. I think these were sold in pairs, and I tend to like put one aside and I'll burn it next year and that'll be great. So, okay, so now that I burned. Yeah, now that I burned all these candles and moved them, I did find a body care. I was like, I thought I had something. Tiny little one. This is Mary Cookie hand cream. I always keep a hand cream in my desk in here and use it during the day. My hands get dry, and so I put this on. This was okay. I would say this was kind of almost a like sour vanilla yogurt type of a smell. So and that's what Vanilla Bean Noel Body Care smells like to me. It doesn't smell like that to everybody. I know a lot of people love it, but somehow my nose just goes with this sour yogurt smell. And I like yogurt, so it's not like I'm saying ugh. But I don't know. I think I just need, like if they had a snickerdoodle, I think they do in larger size. I just don't know if they do in this. I'd probably get that over this. I do have what's funny is I have a larger size. So I want to say almost like, oh, did I take it? Oh, yeah, here. So almost like this type of size. I feel like I have, I have my hair. I shot everywhere. I feel like I have a size in this in the Mary Cookie, and it smells different. So I don't know why, but this was last year's version in any case. I used it up. Oh yeah, right here. Oh my gosh. See? Look at. So I'm almost done with this one. I feel like this one smells better. And this was the body cream. So I don't know if the formulation was just a little bit different between the body and the hand cream, But I would get this over this one. Just my opinion. I'm throwing it out. So you might see this in an upcoming box or basket, you know, that I've used it. But yeah, so I do keep a couple in this drawer. And, you know, as I'm going throughout my day, if my hands feel dry, I use them. So those are all my ridiculous candle empties. Right now, like I said, I put in a mint chocolate chip milkshake in my bedroom. I can't remember where I put in here. It's not super strong either. So we'll have another couple of weeks of good smelling candles, I'm sure, and then I'll share it with you as we get a ridiculous amount again to go over. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.